Much of your time in the screen printing process will be devoted to screen making, which includes cleaning, washing out after exposure, reclaiming, and coating screens. You'll need a dedicated area in your shop devoted to this process. In this section, we're going to cover all of the important details you'll need to know for preparing screens for the application of emulsion. The very important first step that we're going to discuss is cleaning the screen. And as mentioned earlier, it's important to know that you'll need an area in your shop or in your home, if you're a home-based printer, that has a dedicated area for you to clean, wash out, and expose your screens. This is important because much of your time in the screen printing process will be devoted to the screen making process, which includes cleaning, washing out, reclaiming, and coating screens. The ideal solution is to have a dedicated washout sink with hot and cold water faucets and a filtering system that can remove waste and other impurities from going down the drain. If you have a septic system, you may want to check with your local septic expert to see if the chemicals you'll be sending down the drain could be harmful to your septic system. If you install a filtering system to remove the waste emulsion and other chemicals, you will find this to be very beneficial. For washing out exposed screens, it's important to have a mixture of hot and cold water, as you'll need to use water that is tepid. Having the right water temperature is very important, particularly when you're washing out screens after they've been exposed. The purchase of a dedicated washout sink with a filtering system is a wise investment of money, not only to protect your septic system, but the environment as well. Here's how to clean a screen. Place the screen in the washout sink. Many washout sinks are large enough that you can place more than one screen in the sink at a time, and you will find that you most likely will want to do that once you get your personal cleaning system figured out. First, thoroughly spray the screens with water so they're completely wet. Next, using a degreasing cleaner like Mean Green or Simple Green, spray the screen with it. Next, using a scrub brush, which you can get at any hardware store, scrub the screen very vigorously. You can also purchase specialized scrubbing brushes from your screen printing supply vendor made just for the purpose of scrubbing screens, and you'll find they work very well. Once it's apparent that the screen is completely clean, spray the screen off completely with water, removing all traces of the degreaser. If you're satisfied that the screen is clean, take care not to touch the fabric on the screen and place it in a rack for drying. You may want to dry your screens by placing a fan nearby, but unless you keep your screen preparation area very clean, which we highly recommend, you will blow dust onto your screens. A better solution is to let your screens air dry overnight without using a fan. Let's talk for a moment about screen drying racks. There are special racks available from screen printing supply vendors that are made just for storing screens. These racks will hold up to 20 or more screens. While these racks are useful, they aren't inexpensive, and their use for screen drying is less than ideal because of the limited airflow that exists between each screen and the rack. You can also buy screen drying cabinets, but these too are not inexpensive, particularly if you're just starting out. A simple and more cost-effective solution that works very well for screen drying is to buy some wooden laundry racks at your local Walmart, Kmart, or similar type of store. These racks typically have 3 shelves, and you can place 1 or more screens on each shelf. The great thing about these racks is you don't need to use a fan, as the air flows freely around them in all directions. There are those who will suggest that you should use fans to dry your screens. However, it has been our experience that unless you keep your shop's screen making area as clean as a hospital, a fan will blow dust around in the room and will land on your screens. Dust on the screens can cause pinholes, which are small, unwanted exposures when you coat your screens with emulsion and then expose them. And taping off pinholes is a time-consuming chore. If you want your screens to be absolutely clean, we recommend that you do your screen cleaning and reclaiming, which we'll cover in a future segment, at the same time. We recommend that you combine the 2 steps whenever possible. If you clean and reclaim at the same time, and at the end of the day place the screens on the racks overnight to dry, you will have perfectly clean screens the following day, ready for coating with emulsion.